used to have a goal of being a guest on the Fresh and Fit podcast. I was like, I know plenty of guys that are friends with the Fresh and Fit guys. There's no reason why that couldn't be a goal. And they do have like the biggest podcast in the men's podcast space. So yeah, that would be awesome. It'd be awesome. It'd be good exposure for me to get on the Fresh and Fit show. But then I realized it doesn't really align with what my show's about, right? I mean, yeah, we are all in the red pill space. We do talk about similar concepts, but I don't have an after hour show where I have hoes and 304s on and where I give them white claws and make them look stupid. That's not my thing. I'm really not about shitting on the women that much, and when you guys tune into my show, you realize that I'm not about shitting on the women. I actually love women. I think they're awesome. Okay. But I do like the concepts in red pill where it's like, if you understand them and you understand how they work and they operate, you can be more strategic with them. But that doesn't mean you can't have good relationships with them. So I was like, you know what, going on their show, I mean, they're probably good dudes. I know, like I said, I know lots of people, they're friends with those guys, and they're good dudes behind the camera, and it's like, yeah, cool. I just don't think that being on their show would be in alignment and with what my show's about. So maybe this isn't a good goal to have, so I got rid of it, right? So regularly reviewing that stuff keeps your vision relevant to your evolving goals, right? Techniques for measuring progress. Journaling provides insight into personal growth and helps celebrate milestones. That's a helpful thing to do. It's one of the things that I have my clients do on a weekly basis. I have them journal different things. It's basically the concept of field reports. If you're aware of what you're doing, what you're feeling, your actions you're taking, the results that you're getting, and you actually sit down and reflect on that stuff, it actually really gives you a lot of insights into what you're learning. And then over time, you can look back through that stuff and go, man, look at where I started. Right. And if you look at where you started and where you're at now and seeing that progress, that creates a positive feedback loop that keeps you wanting to keep moving forward. Right. Setting milestones allows for incremental achievements that motivate continued effort. So that's always good. I want to achieve this goal by this time, especially if it's, sort of it's an achievable goal, and relatively how to get there. Feedback from trusted sources offers a fresh perspective on your development. That's a perfect reason to get in Beer Club, right? If you are working on progressing towards something and you let it be known to the guys in Beer Club and you periodically follow up with the guys in Beer Club, what you'll find is that every once in a while, if the guys haven't heard from you, they'll call you out. They'll be like, hey, man, how's that going? We haven't heard from you in a while. These guys are holding you accountable, and then they will give you feedback, right? They'll give you feedback on the stuff that you're working on, especially sometimes they'll even offer you feedback when you don't want it. It's great. they're really good about that. And then we have building adaptability without losing your frame. Flexibility in your methods while staying rooted in your values ensures progress in dynamic situations, right? Sometimes you need to think outside the box. Sometimes you need to do things a little bit differently. And as long as you're adaptable to that stuff, you're going to get through times like that, those dynamic situations. Like if you're able to not be so rigid in your ways. I find like in the IT space, for instance, there's certain guys that have done things a certain way forever, but it's like, yeah, but the technology is moving this way, man. You've got to learn how to move with it. If you don't, you're going to be left behind and you're going to have to go find a new career. You know what I mean? Few challenges as opportunities strengthens your resilience. We've been talking about that a lot. Adaptation doesn't mean abandoning your frame. It's about staying aligned while evolving is one of the ideas here. And then 10, celebrating growth. So this is where if you've been journaling for a long time and you're keeping track of your progress, that really is awesome to look back on, reflect back on, and acknowledge how far you've come, because that reinforcement will motivate you and keep you committed. Like I said, it's a positive feedback loop, and it's going to motivate you to keep going. And it says here, celebrating wins, no matter how small, builds momentum for continued growth. One of the things that I haven't done this. I need to do this. One of the things that my coach Nikki wants us to do is have a dedicated book called a brag book, where we sit down and think about all the good stuff we've done and brag about it, right? So just sit down and talk about, like, it was so awesome that I did this. I'm so, it's so awesome that I did this. I was able to achieve this. I was able to achieve this. And if you celebrate those wins, that also creates a positive feedback loop, right? And then we have reflecting on progress boosts confidence and keeps you aligned with your frame. So again, the positive feedback loop. So that's what we have, guys. That was chapter 8, basically, in Power Frame Identity. If you guys, so Erkin says that he got my book, Psychology Paradigm, which is a little bit thicker. But if you get this book, right, Raith's book, it's an excellent compendium to my book. It's an excellent compendium to Ryan's book on frame. And it's an excellent compendium to AJ's book, Psychology Emotion. When we're done with Raith's book, my next Frame Friday series is going to be based on Psychology Emotion. And then after that, we're going to stop doing the book reviews for a while. We've been doing that for a long time. But that's all we got. Definitely get Raith's book. Let me drop a link to it here. You can also go to Amazon and just do a search for Essential Skills of a Masculine Presence. Masculine Presence. And you'll find all of our books in the series. But let me drop a link to Raith's book here. And man, Amazon's links are always so long when you do a search for this. But this is Raith's book. Definitely get Raith's book. It's only $10 on Kindle. It's like it's $14 on paperback because it's a little bit smaller than my book. But it's well worth it. All right. Guys, tune into Rule Zero tomorrow. I believe Cappy is hosting. I don't know what his topic's going to be. I will be hosting Dragon Ship right after. I'll be talking about spending money on memories rather than gifts. So Christmas is coming. It's really turned into a commercial holiday rather than anything to do with religion. So I want to make the argument that it's better money spent doing something meaningful with your loved ones instead of racking up a lot of credit card debt, buying things that you're not going to use, right? So tune into Dragon Ship tomorrow if that sounds like a compelling topic for you. Erkin says, what's the name of that thinner book again? It is The Essential Skills of a Masculine Presence, Power Frame Identity by Raith Dientor. If you guys don't know who Raith is a men's coach, and he does a lot of coaching and counseling for guys in John MLD from Modern Life Dating. MLD has a Men's Empowerment Network, and Raith is one of the coaches in the Men's Empowerment Network. He does a lot of work with MLD. So if you guys have ever been involved with MLD's stuff, Raith, you probably know who Raith is. He's probably got one of he's probably got the strongest frame out of anybody in the whole men's space, I think. he's one of my favorite things to do on the Dragon Ship is to try to pop that guy. You know what I mean? Not in a bad way, but like he's so stoic. He's so like serious, he's so like, he's very slow, deliberate, spoken, very emotionless, very matter of fact. And so I like to crack jokes on just to see if I can make him laugh. And it is the ultimate pleasure in my life to make that man laugh. The simple things. All right, guys. If you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, hit those notifications. Likes are free. There should be at least 38 likes on this video. Drop a comment if you guys have been lurking and you guys haven't sounded off in the live. Drop a comment real quick. Thumbs up in the, your favorite emoji. It doesn't really matter. If you guys are watching the replay, drop a comment below. If you guys are listening on Spotify, drop a comment, please. Nobody sent super chats. You guys don't want to see the bouncing boobs video? It was pretty good. It's pretty good. I got a whole new bouncing boobs video. I can't believe you guys didn't want to see that. That's a damn shame. And then follow me on social media. The links are in the description. get on the email list. I'll send you a copy of She's Made You Weak. You can download it immediately when you sign up. And then if you want some stickers, just put your address in there and I'll send you a bunch of free stickers. If you don't want those, just put don't want stickers in the address field. It's cool. I'm not trying to show up at your house or anything. Get my book, both my books, Everything I Wish I Knew When I Was 18, which is a handbook for life, and then Psychology Paradigm, which is really going to help you reprogram that subconscious mind of yours to have a more dominant masculine presence. Today's the last day to get the Practical Law of Attraction course for 50% off. Go to loa.comeonmanpod.com. Use code BlackFriday24 at checkout. It's good till midnight. You'll save 50%, and it's got 5 hours that really breaks down the law of attraction from a practical standpoint. Gets rid of all the spirituality, gets rid of all the quantum physics, and it just really is based on psychology and how you can use that to achieve goals so big it'll blow your mind, including getting the hot whammons. Get in Beer Club, guys, beer.comeonmanpod.com. And then I do have one-on-one coaching available. If you go to call.fixdeadbedrooms.com and you're having relationship issues, book a free call with me, 30 minutes. We'll get on the call. If I can help you, I'll show you what that looks like. If I can't, I'll at least point you in the right direction. All right. Oh, we do have a $5 super chat. Brother John sent a $5 super sticker, and he is a Beer Club brother, so we're going to bump him up to the $10 super chat.
Thank you for the super chats. Boobies bouncing, can't stop that. From the east to the west, you are the best. Keep those chats coming in, let's do it all again.
New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe now.